Hey, I'm Bowen, and we're here at Papa to play some Kings of Right Target. Game is actually called Kings of Steel, but Kings of Right Target tells you what to do. It's an example of a one-shot game where, regardless of what you look at the playfield, you think there's a lot to do, and there is. There's really one shot that can dominate the rules, dominate the scoring, and just kind of go through some ideas of how to deal with a game like this. The goal of this game then is to get the ball on your left flipper and hit that target on the right side. Then get the ball back under control. That was a live catch. And get it back to the left flipper. Now, there are a lot of ways to get it over the left flipper from the right. The worst way is to try and make a shot in this game like this center target. That's just doom. Some games like AC/DC or Adam's Family have a ramp shot that allows the ball to go from one flipper to the other, and that's a great option because you're scoring points and getting the ball over. Here, I'm going to try using just a post transfer and a little tap, and you know that didn't look graceful, but it got the job done. And you're just kind of trying to nub the ball over so that it ends up on the left flipper. If it's caught in a trap, you can bang it off the underside of the sling here. That's a really good one. That's a post transfer. Other ways include a tap pass or an alley pass. In an alley pass, you try to make a shot off the end of the flipper to here. That's a little dangerous on this one because of the speed of that, and there's no in lane to catch this. It's just going to go off that gate and back to the flipper real fast. The tap pass is a half flip of the flipper, and I'm not going to try that right away. I'm going to do that a little later. Post transfer is usually the best way on a lot of games. And notice that target on the right is now worth 120,000. There's no limit to the number of times you can try a post transfer. If a post transfer fails, just wait, hang on. And notice after a certain number of shots, instead of being lit for points, the target is lit for extra ball. So not only does it give you a crap load of points, it even gives you an extra ball, and then you're back to scoring targets again. I don't know if the extra ball is on this game or not, but at this point I've already got 600,000, which is a respectable score for a full game. And if we tried to play the rest of the game out, you would see that there's really it's pretty tough to get that score from the conventional means in as quick a basis as you're seeing here. Next time I get on the right, I'm going to try a tap pass just to see if I can do that on this machine. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll see. Tap pass is a little half flip like that. The goal is to get it over to the other side. That was pretty much perfect. The tap pass, when it's successful, means the ball is completely under control as it goes over to the other side. So again, to do this, what I'm doing is just hitting the flipper with as delicate a touch as I can. Those are half good, not good. And I don't really trust myself on these, so I often find myself accidentally hitting the flipper a second time when I'm trying to tap, and then pushing the ball away. But the tap flip is just a really light flip. There it is. And wait for it to get under control. Another thing I see players do who are intermediate or getting good but not that great yet is they don't wait for the ball to resettle. They'll get control, and then they'll want to take a shot. Like they'll take a shot right there. Why not? Why not wait? Wait 3 seconds for the ball to come to rest, and then do something from there. Get control. Obviously, if tap pass is, if you can do that, you're in great shape on this game. In a lot of games of this era, the Bally tap is a staple. That was too hard of a tap, and that tap puts the ball out of control. So where am I at now? Oh man, almost 5 million. Okay, so this is what, almost 5 million, over 5 million now on. That was a bad reflip there. And I tend to do that when the ball is not under control, flailing away and pushing the ball out of the way instead. So there are a lot of different tactics you can use, but all of them resulting in the same thing in this game, which is trying to hit that stupid target on the right side. And every time I hit it, 200,000. Hey, well, how much is it worth now? 200,000. What about the next one? Yep, 0. You missed it. And again, it's out of control. But if you think about how many times in this ball has the ball been out of control, it's really been in the single digits. And there just hasn't been very many opportunities for the ball to go down. That's what you want to minimize when you're making decisions about strategy, really on any game, especially in competitive play at a tournament like Papa, where games are set very challenging, both in terms of the tilt, in terms of the out lane posts, the center posts. It means that the ball is more likely to drain on those 50-50 plays than you're expecting it to. And so keeping the ball under control is a much higher priority than it normally would be in an arcade. And I think that's one place that really separates big competition from arcade play or home play. So if you get the chance, set your outlane posts really high, take out the center posts, set your tilts tight, get used to the hardest possible way the game can be played, and you'll get better when the game is set normally too. You'll be like, oh, it's so easy now. But you'll also be prepared for the kinds of decisions you'll be making. That was a tough save there, actually, but it wasn't too bad. Back on the right. Let's try the backhand. Yeah, that's not working out. Well, last note on things I see players do is that the saves I'm making here, they're happening because I'm lowering the flipper as soon as I'm getting rid of the ball off of that flipper. So the ability to drop a flipper is very important. If you ever see yourself cranking a ball into the base of a flipper, like right there, that worked because I did not flip the right flipper. What are we at now? 8 point whatever? Okay, oh, gate. Phew. So let's see, some of the guys who play a lot of these Bally's, Bally scoring wasn't exactly very well organized at this time. They try to do what's called nining out the game, which is to get to a point where you can start scoring points in other ways with the goal of getting 9-9 whatever. I'm not so good at this, so I'm probably just going to accidentally go over the top. But like hitting that target, if I hit that target one more time, I'm going over the top. So I got to stay away from that target now. The drain here, I don't know how much this is worth, but I could tilt out. All right, 9-8-6-5. So let's see how close we get. But that was a good ball. As you can see, this is the kind of stuff that makes Kings of Right Target absolutely a horrible game to use in competition play. It just becomes right target all day, and then eventually somebody shoots themselves, or game gets taken out, or I don't know. It's just bad. Oh, I can make the right target. The right target's back down to 20,000. So 20,000. Let's see. What's this? 50,000 in the middle. Let me see if I can get that. What do we got? 9943. 9946. 9949. So that target there is worth 3,000. And yeah, here we go. So let's see. I got you. Oh, what happened? It didn't count the points.
It was counting.
It was in the middle of counting the points when it. Oh, you bastards! That would have been a 9999. oh, for this. Really? Oh, well, there's not very many points elsewhere, I hope. So hopefully I won't accidentally go over the top with other stuff here. 9969, 9989, and yeah, so some of these things in the middle are 10,000 and some are 25,000. This is dangerous. I love it. Maybe it's going to score more than 10,000 though. What if it scores 13,000? And this is what nining out a game gets really interesting at this point, because you're like, how much is that really worth over there? Is that 3,000? And you end up knowing, like, okay, in lanes are 5,000 and slingshots are 30 because you're trying to get perfect nines. If I hit this when it's for 25 or 50,000, I'm boned. Or I could just miss it. Yeah, if I hit the target on the right, I'm boned. Hey, no! Ow! What'd I get? What'd I get? Oh! Oh, you bastard! 50,000. Back to the right target. And okay, back to the right target again. Let's see. No, I don't think people want to see this. So that's how to not get the high score to date on Kings of Right Target. But hopefully you learned a little bit about tap passing as well as just decision making when you're trying to play it safe during competition. Thanks for watching.